Dear students, today we will discuss about this new topic, that is the hemolymph in insects. Before we study this hemolymph in insects, first we must know about the circulatory system in insects. Now in insects, open type of circulatory system is present, in which blood flows freely within this body cavity, and the body cavity of insects is called as a hemocoel, and the blood that will be found in hemocoel called as a hemolymph. The organ of circulation which include dorsal blood vessel and accessory pulsatile organs. Now what are the components of the circulatory system? Components which include the hemocoel. It is derived from embryo due to this fusion of coelomic cavities with hemal as well as epineural sinus. In adult condition, it represents entire space occurring between gut and body wall. It is divided into three types of sinuses. One is a dorsal pericardial sinus, middle perivisceral sinus, and ventral perineural sinus. Pericardial sinus separated by dorsal diaphragm, while perineural sinus separated by ventral diaphragm. From this middle of perivisceral sinus, the dorsal pericardial sinus contains dorsal blood vessel, while perivisceral sinus bears the ventral nerve cord. Now similarly, middle perivisceral sinus, which include this gut and the dorsal diaphragm, that is the pericardial septum, it is attached to lateral margin of terga, and which bears the alari muscles, and it is maybe perforated by some pores. Now the ventral diaphragm is well developed in some of these orders, that is the Odonata, Orthoptera, Hymenoptera, and Lepidoptera. Then it is found mostly in a ventral above the nerve cord across the abdominal cavity. It contracts myogenically. It is poorly developed in Dictoptera and entirely absent in Hemiptera. It extends as a septum which divides cavity of each leg into two sinuses. Now this is about this position of the sinuses. Dorsal side here, this is a pericardial sinus, this is the middle one is a perivisceral sinus, and inner one is a ventral one is a perineural sinus. Now pericardial sinus here presence of dorsal blood vessel, or dorsal blood vessel, one of the part is present, that part is the heart, therefore it is called as a pericardial sinus. But this middle gut or a viscera surrounded this sinus, that is a perivisceral sinus, and ventral side surrounding this ventral nerve cord, that is a perineural sinus. These two sinuses, this figure that we shows here dorsal diaphragm and this is ventral diaphragm, which divides three chambers of this body. But middle this perivisceral sinus, it is a larger as compared to this other. But here dorsal blood vessel, it is found in a pericardial sinus. Now this is a dorsal blood vessel. Dorsal blood vessel is made up of this posterior part, chambered heart is there, and anterior tubular aorta is there, and blood remains carried from posterior to anterior side, and which receive the blood from the pericardial sinus through the ostia, and they send this blood towards the anterior side to this aorta, and aorta to head region. This is about the flow of this blood. This from here, this is about the heart, this which carry this blood flow from posterior to anterior side, and then it goes to head region, and anterior to posterior side through the perivisceral sinus and pericardial sinus. Now this is about these parts which shows in figure, that is about the components of the circulatory system. Now dorsal blood vessel. This is actually this dorsal blood vessel. Now this dorsal blood vessel, it is found in a dorsal side. It is the main significant character in invertebrate animals. It is a mesodermal tube which occurs throughout the post-embryonic development and function of principal pulsatile organs. It retains the middle dorsal position above the dorsal diaphragm, except in a cephalic region, where it runs along the alimentary canal. It is typically divided into two parts, anterior aorta and posterior dilated part of heart, except in Thysanura order. Now aorta, it is a straight tube without any ostia or walls, and which terminates anteriorly blindly into the dorsal diverticuli in Odonata, Orthoptera, Coleoptera, Lepidoptera. It may rarely produce a sac which extends vessels to antennae, eyes, maxillae. These terminal structures act as accessory pulsatile organs, and it is innervated by axons of brain neurosecretory cells or nerves comes from corpora cardiaca. Now then, what is about the heart? It extends from hind region of the thorax to terminal end of the abdomen. It is divided into a series of dilations or chambers which are separated from each other by distinct constrictions is there. The number of chambers are found which varies among the different groups of insects from 12 in cockroaches or single in Malophaga, Anopleura as well as the Hemiptera. Only single chamber is there, and this single chambered heart seems to be composite structure as it bears 2 or 3 pairs of ostia in lice and 3 pairs of ostia in Hemiptera, while multi-chambered heart, each chamber is typically provided with only a single pair of ostia. Now what are the ostia? They are two types, incurrent as well as excurrent. The incurrent ostia occurs almost all the insects, and their number is always equal to number of chambers of heart of that insects. They permit entry of blood from hemocoel into the heart, but at the same time which prevents its outflow of this blood. In dragonfly nymphs, there is a pair of walls are there, the ventricular wall in front of each incurrent ostia, while in mayfly nymphs, the walls develops internally from the ostia. They are called as auricular walls, which prevent the backflow of blood, that is a hemolymph, is the blood of the insects. The excurrent ostia are reported in a Thysanura as well as Orthoptera. They occupy ventrolateral position and are paired structures. They are absence of these walls. Their number does not correlate with the that of chambers of the heart. Then lateral blood vessels. In some of the insects, the heart bears lateral vessels arising from excurrent ostia. The heart of cockroaches contains 6 pairs of lateral vessels, 2 thoracic and 4 abdominal. The terminal end of the blood vessel is blind a large number of insects, but it is branched into 3 branches which enters into the cerci and median caudal filament in epimerid larvae. Now, what are the nerves? They are innervated to this part or to this circulatory system, that is the neurosecretory cells. The dorsal vessel is innervated by segmental nerves which arise from thoracic as well as abdominal ganglion. They innervate in some insects only the alari muscles or myocardium of that segment. All the segmental nerves may unite together to form fine cardiac cords and which runs dorsolaterally from one end to the other. Then what are the accessory pulsatile organs? These are muscular membranes structures varying in shape and situated at base of appendages such as antennae, legs and wings. The lateral vessels are also considered by some workers pulsatile organs. The pulsatile organs typically bears ampulla at the base of this appendage and distal tubule extend inside the body of appendage. They can classified as cephalic, thoracic and abdominal pulsatile organs according to their position. They are well studied in orthopteroid insects such as locusts and periplaneta. They function as accessory hearts which pumps blood from sinuses into the respective appendages. The accessory pulsatile organs beat at higher rate than normal dorsal blood vessel. In Bombyx mori, the metathoracic pulsatile organs are used to beat at rate 150 times per minute. In contrast to that dorsal vessel, 40 times per minute. Besides this presence of pulsatile organs at the base of appendages, the pulsatile membrane inside the veins of wings have been repeatedly reported, but 4 pulsatile membranes in each wing found in a Drosophila, and that will be variable in other insects. Then last, that is a phagocytic organ. In some of the pterygonids and grellids, triangular shaped sacs, they have been reported in the anterior region of the abdomen and are termed as the phagocytic action or organ. The dorsal wall of phagocytic organ is formed from phagocytic cells. Now while ventral wall from the dorsal diaphragm. The heart opens into phagocytic organs throughout the lateral excurrent ostia. The lumen of these organs is filled with multinucleated phagocytic cells and they serve as a filter. Thank you very much.